it is clear that we could use this as a gripe session, but what I'm actually going to ask you to do is to tell me things that we can do to make these issues better or move us forward, and what we can do together. I don't want a list of 100 things I'm supposed to do in the next 2 weeks. What I want is issues where they're priorities of your neighborhood, and where together we can make a difference. And so that's what I'm going to be asking you to do in these breakouts. We're going to summarize all of the reports. If you left us your email or your address, we will send it back to you with possible, for the top ones that we can do, times of working groups and meetings so that we can actually work on moving the city forward, or if there's simple things, giving you updates on those issues. So this is a process. You know, the mayor is only a leader, but you as a city, we have to work together. No one's going to end crime, poverty, and fix the school districts by themselves. This is a true partnership. And so that's what we're going to do. And so you leaders are ready. So come up, introduce yourself, tell us where your group is meeting.
Once again, I'm Louis Cohen. We'll be discussing education in the back corner on this side.
Once again, Reagan Harmon, Public Safety. Arturo Sanchez and I will be facilitating our group over on this wall here.
This room. Good morning, my name is Vivian Chang. I'm going to be facilitating the conversation on environment. Outside, far table. And this is
Hi folks, I'm Mike Church with the Department of Human Services, and I'll be facilitating a group on housing and homelessness. We're going to be outside in the far corner by the fence. Thanks.
Isaac Koss-Reed again with the Port of Oakland, and not surprisingly, I'll be hosting a session on the Port of Oakland and the Oakland Army Base, right out the door, first table on the right.
Good morning again, Brooke Levin. I'll be hosting the table on blight, beautification, the parks, and I'm adding volunteerism in your community to that table. Out the door on the right near the fence.
My name is Marcel Uzebo with Public Works Agency. I'll be hosting the table on streets, walks, sewers, street lights. As you walk out the stairs, the first table outside. That's right. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Chantel Reynolds. I am the staff to the Youth Commission for the City of Oakland. I will be facilitating the group on youth, and it's right here in the back right corner. I mean, I want to just acknowledge Eric Gant. He's from the Youth Commission, and a couple of others, I believe, are here. But if you can stand up, Eric, and I think there's more, but when I find them, I'll let you know. Thank you.
And I'm Sharon Cornu. I'll be facilitating the session on jobs and economic development. We'll be just outside to the right, and all of the tables and areas have signs on them, so you'll be able to follow the signs to the topic you're interested in. Thank you.
Okay. So I think you got everyone. I forgot to thank also Ellen Wyrick Parkinson, where she helped us plan this meeting. And lastly, my husband over here, and a couple other people have clipboards, and they're signing up people to be part of Block by Block to keep organizing throughout Oakland. Thank you.
My concern is a public safety issue, but it's regarding people who travel in wheelchairs. There's a real danger for them as they're going along city streets in their wheelchairs, and I have not found one organization that is supporting them.
Connecting affordable housing residents with the fact that they're students. So connecting affordable housing residents, so parents and the students in schools, because they're the same people.
Black and Latino high school students.
Dropout rates of
Black and Latino high school students.
High school. We need alternative metrics.
Alternative measurement?
Metrics, yeah. There's no, you can't measure what we do by state test scores. So, measures, metrics, whatever.
Pam, introduce yourself because you won't move around.
Sabah's also another youth commissioner.
Yes, my name is Sabah, and I guess it would be violence and also making sure that in school we're learning what we need to in order to be prepared.
So in preparation in the curriculum, we're preparing. For career.
We don't have something happen very soon on the Oakland Army base, the city chooses to lose out on an opportunity. So they need to start digging some dirt. They need to go with a project. The project that they need to go with is the truck center. They need to go with the truck center. They need to start digging some dirt, and there's a sense of urgency to make some decisions and get some things done at the Oakland Army base.
Start digging dirt, Oakland Army base. And real quick, I just wanted it for clarification, the money that's at stake is state money, not federal money. In fact, unfortunately, there's no federal money yet in the project, just for clarification.
And I was wondering if the city might be able to make their work more efficient and easier by perhaps flagging or supervising or organizing some places for people to bring possibly recyclable things. Because not everything people dump on our street is junk. Some of it's useful. I've picked up some of these things myself. And I was just wondering if maybe not jobs, but at least the work that people are already doing could be facilitated, made easier, and also maybe keep the streets cleaner.
So I'm concerned about equal apartheid, period. And equal apartheid is just basically the differential ways that, like, I live in this community. I don't have a lot of green spaces. I have to drive to Alameda to go. I'm a vegetarian. I mean, I can't live in my community like other people can. I have to go someplace else because of equal apartheid. So I'm just the violence, just all of it. I live in one of those new houses on Market Street. When I first moved there, the big trucks would stop, get out, and urinate in front of my house. So then I had to go through all this trouble to get them to put a sign saying you can't park there. That doesn't happen in different neighborhoods. So just the whole, all those stress by just on and on and on. I mean, all the things people talk about. So
right. Thank you.
San Pablo Corridor. There is existing affordable housing in the San Pablo Corridor. How can we retain that housing? How can we make sure that it remains affordable for the residents already there? The Hoover District. Many abandoned houses. Again, the abandoned houses issue comes up again. Could there be first-time home buyers incentives or sweat equity projects that can utilize this abandoned housing and turn it back to the community?
I'm the naturalist for the city of Oakland, but I'm a lifelong resident right where Market and San Pablo. So the graffiti has always been my big thing. Difference between East Oakland graffiti and West Oakland. West Oakland's more artistic and East Oakland designates who to kill. What I'd like to see is to pull those graffiti artists to either adopt some of these vacant buildings, and for a month they can put it up, their graffiti, and then understand that it gets torn down, and then the next group comes.
So I'm going to introduce a couple people to get us started while the rest of the conveners get up here front. First of all, I'm very honored to have one of the people who have represented this area for a long time, who has been a good partner, and I think to see the city and the schools and the county to get through the crisis and the budget cuts, we're going to have to work together, we're going to have to do things together, and one of our best partners has been Keith Carson, your supervisor for this area.
First of all, I want to say a special thank you to our mayor, Quan, and our city council person, Nancy Nadel, and their staffs for all the hard work that they are engaged in. I want to say that first and foremost. I've done a number of things already today. I was at Berkeley High for a meeting around youth and gang violence, and there was a lot of people there and a lot of energy there. And then I went over to Jane Bruner's North Oakland meeting. There was a lot of interest, a lot of energy in the room, and I pick up a lot of energy in this room. And as I look around and I see West Oakland residents, West Oakland involved people, Ellen Wyrick and Bob and Manza and a number of people here. I know you are saying we've been here before in this setting, in this room, to try to work on the challenges of West Oakland and the challenges of Oakland, but it takes that kind of ongoing commitment in order for us to address all of the challenges that we have on our plate today and that we will have on our plate, believe me, in the future. It takes us constantly coming back into this environment and then going out into our community and sharing what's going on and working through these problems. I know for a fact that Jean Quan, I know for a fact that Nancy Nadel has already been committed to that fight. We meet on a regular basis, we communicate on a regular basis, and a lot of times the community is not aware of it. We're in meetings at City Hall, we're in meetings at the county, because we're all one form of government to serve local people. And we do work, because we have to work together on these things. The county is committed. The county is committed to working with Jean Quan, to continuing our work with Nancy Nadel, to continue to work with the fabric in West Oakland to make this the best place to live, work, and do business. Finally, all the components are here. The Port of Oakland, not everybody has a port. The diversity that's in this room that reflects the people around this world, people want to do business who speak their language, understand their culture. The fact that we have incredible educational facilities right here in our own backyard. Not only UC Berkeley, the Peralta Community College, Cal State East Bay. The fact that we have incredible people in this community who will and have done incredible things. And under the new leadership that we have with Mayor Quan, under the continued leadership that we've had with Nancy Nadel, we can make a difference. And you and I doing this every single day, irregardless of the problems that we have. When you hear about all of the killings that are going on here, unfortunately they're happening from New York all the way across this country. When you hear about the problems that everybody's having in terms of layoffs, it's happening from New York all the way across this country. But working together, and we are committed to that, we can get through this, and we will. Thank you very much, and it's so good to see all of you.